available makes all this possible. And so, of course, schedules you always want to have with you. So I've been able to make an iPhone version of that. And also, like using that data, I've made a widget. So right on iGoogle, if you guys use that, you can get your schedules right there as well. So hopefully at some point in time, we all don't have to carry around the paper schedules and keep those up to date. So thank you.
Co-creators of the Exit Strategy NYC, the ultimate New Yorker's iPhone app. I say that because it's the only app that can tell you where to stand on the train. So should I be at the front? Should I be at the back? Should I be at the second car, third door? To hop off right in front of the exit. I don't have any slides because those didn't work, but I have a brief demo video that I will play for you. Feel free to dance. So that's Exit Strategy NYC. We have it for Android, iPhone, and BlackBerry. The version you just saw is the iPhone version that uses the MTA subway maps, bus maps, and a compilation of the neighborhood maps. And we're working on using the GTFS data to add train schedules. And the Android and BlackBerry versions are slightly slimmed down. All they do is really that core feature, where do I stand? Thank you.
I'm Vince Crossley. I'm the co-founder of offmanhattan.com, and we are an eco-friendly travel site covering destinations outside of Manhattan that can be reached without a car. And naturally, this means that the majority of our trips encourage our audience to use the MTA. And we created Off Manhattan about 2 years ago when we realized that more than 75% of Manhattan residents don't own a car. And we wanted to create a resource for car-free getaways outside of the city. So I can give you a quick tour of the site. Let's say we're looking for weekend getaways. And for example, we're interested in Rhinebeck. You can see there's a whole list of things we can do in Rhinebeck. And one of the interesting features we have is this map it function that will show all the different places you can do things that we have written about. Let's say we're still looking for weekend getaways. So we'll filter by that. And let's try Montauk. So you can see this story. And we've used Google Maps to map out some fun bike rides for people in Montauk. And as always, we have directions to get there without a car at the end. In this case, the IRR. So what's next for us is that we're going to try to turn it into more of a service for Manhattan residents looking for getaways. We'll be integrating MTA data and Google Transit data for how to get there and travel guides to make it easier to plan your trip. And we're also working on a project called tripsly.com that is going to be more of a user-generated travel site for getaways and will be more scalable to other cities. And we're currently looking for developers, so if anyone's interested, feel free to talk to me later. Thanks.
I don't see my slides. Oh. Hey, my name's Josh Bronson, and I'm here to talk about Ushahidi. Ushahidi is a platform for managing crisis information in near real time. It was started in 2008 in Kenya after word got out that the presidential election results had been falsified and riots broke out. Some developers wanted to give victims of the violence a way of reporting their eyewitness accounts of what was going on to facilitate response. So here we can see that these reports can be plotted on a map. And the system would have to work with the technology available to people, which was cell phones. So people would send messages from the ground, and a local cell phone would receive these messages. And the computer would synchronize the messages to the Ushahidi web server, which would allow them to be processed and then plotted on a map, and people could be responded to. Ushahidi is open source, which means that there are many instances that have been able to be deployed, and you can deploy your own. So fast forward to January 2010, and there's an earthquake in Haiti, and we saw the map of Haiti here. This is current up to today. Here we're seeing chile.ushahidi.com, also after the earthquake. This is sudanvotemonitor.com, Vote Report India, and Louisiana Bucket Brigade monitoring the current oil spill going on right now. So this demonstrates the power of technologies like this. And any more information, if you want, go to ushahidi.com or hit us up on Twitter or by email. Thank you very much.
Hi, we've got another Josh and another conversation about crowdsourced information. I'm Josh Crandall, and about 4 years ago, as a frustrated New Jersey Transit commuter, I thought, wouldn't it be a neat idea if I could get my fellow commuters together, and when we ride suburban rail, we would use our BlackBerries and our mobile messaging devices to alert each other when there were problems with the commute. So it started as something very small, not understanding what the model or the end game would be, but that was the kind of the birth of what's become Clever Commute. So today we've got a network of over 10,000 commuters who use their mobile messaging device to share real-time information about the state of their suburban trains. So Metro North riders on perhaps the New Haven line will give each other a heads up when there are equipment problems, sick passengers, police activity, all the other things that can slow down or interrupt your commute. So all the information comes from the commuters. It's currently delivered primarily as email. Most of the user community are BlackBerry toting corporate types, but since it's email, it doesn't really matter. The data is also available as a Twitter feed. After doing this for a while and watching it grow, kind of had to find a business model and realized advertising was a natural way. The demographic that we're reaching is exceptional, and the advertisers want to reach them. So imagine a message that says, hey, the 618 is delayed due to a sick passenger, and then right below it, it says, you know, the New York Knicks are playing at home this weekend, order tickets here. So it's a free-to-use service, and you get one-time sign-up at clevercommute.com. Everything was going well, and we're very happy with what's happening. Then it became apparent that the actual data about the commute has value. So we're entering into partnerships